So if you want to get rid of dreams, be ready for shocks.
Yes, ready.
This is the title.
Yes. Oh, okay.
I was not going to speak these things, but when something happens spontaneously, it is better, always better. Because I don't know what will come through me. I am also a medium. When the medium is pure, then good thing comes out. When medium is in tune. Understood?
Yes, yes.
So if you just go on going here and there everywhere, you will not reach anywhere. Now see the poetry.
Yes, 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 yes.
But you are going everywhere, here and there, everywhere.
No, because
you have to dig. You have to dig at one place.
Yes, yes, yes.
Then
correct.
the water comes.
Yes, yes.
But what
yes,
because?
Yes.
What because? My fart is very poisonous these days, so I have to go out and fart outside.
My aromatherapy diffuser spoiled already, so I went to buy a new one.
Aroma will not help you to know yourself.
Yes.
Your fart has more powerful aroma. Rely on that.
Yes, sorry.
That is real. That will take you immediately to heaven.
Yes.
It's so powerful.
Yes.
It will just throw you up.
But actually today when
and also the sound is so powerful.
The sound
that immediately you will land at heaven.
Oh yes, Swami. But today when I went out, right, because last time before I met Swami, right, when I
think you should record the sound of your fart and send it to Xi Jinping. He may get some insights.
Yes. I remember last time when I went shopping, because that time before I met Swami, like my shopping time is like there's no limit because I'm not rushing back home. But today when I went there, I felt that I like that there is a time limit on, how much time I can spend outside.
If you have no time limit, you will just go on loitering and wasting time.
Correct.
When you know that you have to do more important things.
Yes.
Then you will know how to manage time. And you will be able to do more in less time.
Yes.
So whenever I tell you something, it has some reason. I have learned like this.
Yes.
When you have no goal, no destination. I'm not saying you have to create goals out of being unconscious. The only goal is to know yourself.
Yes.
All other, because if you have not known yourself, you know nothing.
Yes.
Whatever you know is all just superficial, just on the surface.
Yes.
So if you don't even know yourself, what you know? You know nothing. Because you are the closest to you.
Yes, Swami. Yes.
So that should be the one and only desire.
Yes.
The burning desire.
Why so much interest in artificial flower?
I like to buy decoration, Swami. Decoration item. I will show you later, Swami.
Why can't you buy a live flower instead of artificial?
The live flower dies a lot, Swami. They keep dying.
So you don't
if I
want...
buy the real one, they will die.
Just wait. You don't want to see the reality. If you are seeing the reality, you will be aware that it will happen with you also.
Yes, it will happen with me, Swami.
If you are going to disturb like this, then you find that room where you can be alone. The room where you used to meditate.
Me, Swami?
No, he.
Oh.
I came to one friend's home. My music teacher. Her father asked me to help out for today as they are inability. So I'm at their home right now.
Too many masters. You will be broken in many parts. One master you will remain intact. Otherwise, you will blast. एक साधे सब सधे, सब साधे सब जाए. Too much greed is not good. go in one direction. And only I am your master. All others are just time pass. Because they have not given you that much time and attention. But you are tested only when you have so much opportunity for greed. Then only you are tested. When I was with Swamiji, I could go anywhere, but I know who is my master. They were all available, Jaggi Vasudev, Sri Ravi Shankar, but where things happened to me, who created the root, that is the man. Why should I be? There are so many if you go to shop, so many things are being sold. But I need only one for me. Why you are so depressed? In spiritual world, greed is not good. If Meera was looking for someone very glamorous, she would not have gone to Raidas, who was just a shoemaker. Meera was a queen. She called him her master, though I don't think with him she may have spent long time. But he must have helped her to see something. That's why she addressed him. Though at that time so many others were available. Kabir was there, and then Guru Nanak may be there. Exact time I don't know, but there may be others who are of so-called upper caste. But she chose a man who is a kind of outcast, not a respected man. So you have to be very careful. Otherwise, it is treading upon the edge of razor. Here greeds won't work. In the outside world you can do anything. But if you want to know yourself, be very pure inside. That's why I always ask you, what is happening to your innocence? Because when you are innocent, you are open, you are receptive. Whatever I was saying on that day, I was seeing this man is going astray. He was surrendering to his cunning mind. When you don't know something totally, it is best that you said, I don't know. Without knowing thing in totality, you are declaring so many things. I am rebel, I know. If you have even little bit of meditation, as far as outside world politics is concerned, Modi is a very clear choice. All others are just complete idiots. There is no comparison at all. If you cannot see, that means you have... If there was someone who was talented and who was committed totally to this country, who cannot be bought, who is not ready to compromise, then what Modi is not giving me anything just because he has proved himself. So I like this man. I didn't use even love, because I don't love anymore anyone so easily. Like is enough. If you are having too much expectation from someone, that is also total dishonesty. You are not doing even 100 part of what he is doing, even 1,000 part of what he is doing, and you are having all the complaints. I'm really in awe with this, the kind of work these people do, whether it is Modi or Yogi. For what? Just because they love Hindus, they love India. That is their love. And I am not at all convinced by this, that you can love Muslim, you can love Christian, if you are not even loving what you are a born Hindu. How can you love Muslim and Christians? This is sheer politics. This is sheer cunningness. And you have not gone beyond mind that for you Christian, Hindus, Muslims doesn't matter. You see only the consciousness, your consciousness. Even if someone is conscious, then also he has to be practical. You are living in this world where there is ignorance everywhere. So if you are talking big things which no one is able to understand. What Jesus was always declaring, I am son of man and I am also son of God. But first he is son of man. So first thing is that earth has to be taken care. If your foundations are not solid, if your country is not strong, then it will become just like Tibet. All spirituality will vanish. Any China will come and crush it. But idiots don't understand anything. You cannot label them anything other than idiot. Idiot is a very mild expression for these people. How all those who came from outside, all those aggressors, all those violent people have treated India. If you don't know anything, then try to know. They were treated far worse than you treat any animal. Far, far, far worse. And you don't want to see. So for what your meditation is? If you don't have even this much of guts to see what happened to you, what happened to your ancestor, what happened to your mother, what happened to your grandmother, how they were raped and converted into Islam, how they were reduced into sex slaves, how they were treated, how they were sold in market, and you are talking big things. I don't care whether it is Osho or Buddha or Krishna. If they are saying that you just surrender, if someone is hitting you on one cheek, give him the other cheek. This is sheer bullshit. And this is what, when Osho went to America, he understood that these people cannot understand the language of love. So he said that if someone hit you on one cheek, give him a big blow. Hit him hard. Because when you are dealing with monsters, with ugly demons, then all these sweet talks doesn't work. Even snakes can understand, even lions can understand. But those people who are totally brainwashed, that they are going to get hurs in Jannat and all others are just kafirs who are worse than animals and shit and donkeys and monkeys, and that is written in their holy book. So they are going to listen to their holy book, not to your holy shit. Now, if you have no honesty, I was just listening. Earlier, you have to wait for, if you want gas to come to your house, first for registration, 7 years you have to wait. Then you will get gas. Now the gas is coming to our house directly, no need for any cylinder or anything. Earlier I am talking about like in 70s. And for telephone, also 7 years you have to wait. Otherwise, if you want speedy connection, then you have to pay 25,000 rupees. In 70s, so someone was converting it. He said that will mean 10 lakh rupees at this time. Everything has changed. After Modi has come, our mobile, our internet is cheapest in the whole world. But if you don't respect, then you don't deserve anything. And we had almost fallen. It was almost little bit more and Modi could not have formed the government. Even now the government is little bit those people who are just, they cannot be relied. Anytime if they are given greed, they can get out of the government. Now what Chirag Paswan is doing, I was thinking that this man has suddenly, he is at least better than ninth fail, but he is also behaving in the same way. Because maybe when you have taken too much money, too much front from those people who are not in love with this country, then you will have to surrender to their command. If I am barking, if I am shouting, things are not going to change. I am not in any illusion. But whatever is in my hand, I will try to say. Otherwise, I will feel I knew everything and I was silent. Modi or Yogi is a blessing for this country. Those who cannot see, they are totally retarded. And if you are expecting that there should be an enlightened person as the Prime Minister of India, where in the whole world is any enlightened person? And no one even knows whether Modi is enlightened or not. And not necessarily that an enlightened person will be a better Prime Minister. Who knows? He may not be so much interested. Osho could not join politics because he may have seen that this may be like whatever he want to do, even he won't be able to do even that much. If you have even simple common sense, what Vivekananda used to say, common sense is the most uncommon thing in India. For almost 800 years, Muslims were ruling this country, not the whole of the country. Some few time almost whole country, like when Akbar was there, the king, or when Aurangzeb was there, almost they have conquered. But for Hindu it was not difficult, they could work under them. They are very flexible. Whatever happens, they surrender to that. They are like water, they adjust. But what happened in Pakistan? And how Pakistan was created? Once they understood that democracy will happen now in India. So they understood that now Muslim cannot rule because their number is less. So then Jinnah started demanding that everything is different, our culture is different, our food habit, everything is different, so we cannot live together. And then when his dal was not being fried, dal nahi gal raha tha. Then he tried other methods. He said direct action. And then he told in the part where Pakistan happened, he told to mullahs there to disturb everything so that, because if you don't do it now, then maybe in India Islam will be finished. So that is their tactics. Islam is in danger. For such a long time, Hindus were totally alright with them. Even when this Sipahi withdrawal happened, Sipahi revolt, what it is called, mutiny, then also they choose Bahadur Shah Jafar as their leader. He was almost half dead at that time. Good for nothing, but still they choose him. They didn't choose any Hindu as their leader. So Hindus are very, in this sense, they are very ready to adjust. If they go to America or any European Western country, they will give their very best. That is also one of the sins of Jawaharlal Nehru and Congress government, that all the talents had to get out of this country. That is called brain drain. They didn't allow them to flourish here, so they had to go to other countries. If all those people were in India, India could have been number one. Because if they can make other people number one, why can't they make India number one? But if you don't respect the talent, and you cannot blame Modi for all those things. Whatever he has done his very best to bring them back or respect them. So 10 years is nothing. If you want in 10 years everything should be solved, then you are a complete idiot. Your foundation has already been laid. You have already been totally corrupted and spoiled. You are not disciplined. You don't know to love, how to love your country. You have no patriotism in your blood. You are very ready to be sold. What Osho used to say, for 5 rupees you are ready to sell your soul. It has not been taught to you what it means to love your country. That's why if you hear Osho is also saying for 20 years or something like that, 30 years, he said that this whole country should be made into army containment, army chavni. And you need to be taught everything. How to talk, how to walk, how to behave, how to do everything. Because people don't know. This was serving the interest of Britishers, this was serving the interest of Mughals who were ruling this country. The more retarded the people, the more unintelligent the people, they can rule very easily. That's why that was their whole policy, divide and rule, go on dividing them. That's why it became very hit when Yogi said, batoge to katoge. If you are divided, those who want to kill you, those who want to destroy you, they will have good time. But when he is saying batoge to katoge, he is not saying that he is saying about only most Hindus. He is saying about all those people who love this country. So then they started, these mullah, they started these raids. And then dead bodies of Hindus and Sikhs, Jain and whatever, they were very few in numbers. The whole train, full of train will come with dead bodies. Why you are looking here and there? At least have some respect for a while, at least be here. I am talking for you, not for myself. I know all those stories for a long time. So many women were raped. So their dead bodies, naked and their breast cut, their everything just, and the whole train full of dead bodies, only blood in the body. Manoj Kumar, the famous actor, this is how he came. Somehow he jumped on train, full of blood and everything. He was sitting with dead bodies. If you don't want this thing to be repeated, then you will have to be alert. Otherwise, this thing will happen again, because they have not changed. So when it started coming from that side, then as a reaction, even the Hindus and Sikhs, they started killing Muslims also. Because you cannot make them understand any other language. And even Gandhi and Nehru, those who came from that side, they mistreated them. They were not very ready to accept them. Gandhi was always saying, it is better you die there, don't come back. Now who is responsible? I will not call Jinnah as responsible. I will call Gandhi as responsible. Because a man who claims to be Mahatma, because people were trusting him. He had claimed that if division will happen. It will, if country is partitioned, it will happen on my dead body. But he did nothing for that. He was always doing fast unto death for smaller reasons, for smaller cause. But for this he didn't do that. So those who think that if you are talking sweet things, if you are hugging them, kissing them, if you are making them, inviting them to your house and being very friendly to them, then you can win their heart. They think that you are a weak person, you are a coward. You cannot fight with them, so you are just playing, you are being diplomatic. And mostly it is because of cowardice we do such things. When you are seeing that the other person cannot value these things, for the other person, these things have no value, then what is the point? Congress was doing everything in these years. This is the only country in the whole world where minority was having all the rights. They had all the privilege. And majority was asking that at least give us that much right which they have. But people who have only their head full of cow dung and bull dung and what dung, horse dung, you cannot make them understand anything. He is saying even in my places, near my places, tension is building. So if you start wearing bangles, tension will be resolved. Wherever they are in a bigger number, where the Hindus have to leave that place, even in India. So are you totally blind? Now in Uttar Pradesh, inside all the mosque, Hindus statues, Hindus Shivling and all those things are being found. And there are so many places where Muslim Hindus have left the place because they were treated so badly. So they had to leave the place. And in those places, they are finding temples and all those things, because now the Uttar Pradesh government is trying to find where these things, what they have done earlier. So one Muslim was saying, Rizwan Ahmad is his name, he is a Supreme Court lawyer also. He said that there should be an inquiry. Yogi should do an inquiry why the Hindus had to left. You will leave your house only when the situation is extremely unfavorable. Are you going to leave your house without any reason? Only when you know you won't survive, only then you will leave your house. 10 million people, this is the number they say, maybe it is more than that, had to live in partition. When partition happened, they had to leave. They had to leave their home. Whatever they may have earned their whole life, everything has to be left. They are normal people. They are not sannyasins. Even sannyasin, that's why so many sannyasins are against Modi. Because when he demonetized, what was the is 1,000 rupees and 500 rupees. So then maybe many of them may have collected lots of notes. All became just paper. If you are a sannyasin, why you are weeping so much? You may have collected by all wrong means. Now they are gone, so accept it. When a surgery has to be done, when you are suffering from cancer, then some part of your body has to be removed. You accept it. And that destroyed the whole backbone of Pakistan, because they were They had the machine. They were printing fake currencies. Through that, they were having good time, and they were funding terrorists also. And Congress party was also getting all those things. But if you don't have any love for anything higher than you, then you will be just complaining. I think that was one of the bravest, perhaps the bravest decision of Modi to demonetize, because that could backfire very much. He could have become he could never have become again Prime Minister. And he said after that, while he was speaking, that I have made so many people my enemy, they will tear my skin. It was not that he said it, he meant it. But he said that for me, what it matters? I will take my bag, jhola, and I will go. I am not doing anything for myself. I am doing it for the country. I am doing it for you. So support it. For a while you will suffer. Now what has happened? The country is better, far better than what it was. But if you are so impatient, this kind of man, you think he would have accepted Osho when Osho was there? He can never accept. Because Osho was even creating far more difficulties for his sannyasis. When a master is dead, we are all worshipper of dead bodies. The real thing is that when the master is doing the real surgery, are you with him or not? Anyone can be with the dead master, because you can interpret him the way you want to interpret. He's talking, he's saying, I am a rebel. What rebelliousness you have done? You cannot even accept now. After that, he has not come back. Must be having diarrhea. Jamal Gota must have gone inside his system. Otherwise, why he didn't come? Always he was coming. Because he is always fixed on that thing. He is not moving at all. So I had to say, once he brought, before the election, 2024 election, he brought his brother. And I said that, why you are bringing him? I don't know him. I know you at least little bit. I don't know him. What I will talk with him? I can talk to you. You just later on, if you want, you can show the recording. But I don't know him. Why should I talk with him? Now a person who is voting for communists, he is voting for people who are anti-nationals. Because communists was always, they were always saying that Marx is our leader, Peking is our place, and they didn't give their blood to the Indian soldiers. They were helping everything, the Chinese soldier. They wanted the China to come to Calcutta. They have no love for this country. They are even worse than Congress. They have destroyed the Congress. Because when Indira Gandhi didn't get and was not getting enough seat, then she had to make government in collaboration with these CPI and Communist Party of India and Marxist Communist Party, all these parties. So then they said that you will have to, they had two conditions. One is that you give us education ministry, and the other is in universities, we will write the textbook, like what it is called, NCERT books. We will write it. So in that they have destroyed everything. They wrote everything glorifying the Mughals, the Muslim rulers, and putting Hindu rulers or those who fought with them in the footnote. And they glorified the Mughals, who were just debauched, totally immoral, butchers. And they were glorified, and we have been reading for many years that these Mughals were really great. Even Osho was trapped in that, whatever they were saying. If you write anything in history book, then this is what you will know. But Osho was saying that this was Nalanda was a great university, especially of Buddhists in Bihar. And Osho said Hindu destroyed it. It was not Hindus who destroyed it. It was Bakhtiyar Khilji. And still this station is there, Bakhtiyarpur. No one has removed that station. So many Mughals, their garden, their roads, everywhere in the whole country. Who did it? It was the Congress who allowed it to remain for such a long time. Now BJP is slowly removing all those things. Because it is a sign of slavery that has to be removed. And this is what Tariq Fateh was saying, that you have made garden for Lodi garden, this garden. You are saying that now come in my house, come to my drawing room, steal everything, and I will make a comfortable place for you. I will give you good food and all those things. I will give you treat. You just come and loot everything in my home. It was Tariq Fateh, because there was Aurangzeb Road. He went there with other Hindus and he painted that black. He said that this man was just a neurotic fanatic. Why should there be any road in India in his name? He himself was a Muslim and he is totally against. He could understand this much. I was listening to a Pakistani. He was saying that how long the Hindus will tolerate all those things. They could adjust with you. And you cannot. Everyone is all right in India. Jainas have no problem. They are such a small minority. Buddhists have no problem. Whatever little bit happens, it is all created thing. Sikhs have no real problem. Only Muslims have problem. Why? And they have problem everywhere in the world. They have problem even where it is all Sharia law, where only Muslims are ruling. Then they will fight among themselves. So you cannot adjust with these people. They don't know how to coexist. Just now I was seeing a video, listening to most of it was in audio. Why you are doing like this? That's why I think we go to Master also, that we want to hear sweet things, so that our sleep is not broken. Huh? White robe is also a drug. You take it and then you have a good space. They were also having very good space, monks in Tibet. Then what happened now? So many of them have what it is called, humiliated. They put them into fire as a protest. Because China is totally against religion. They are even worse than Muslims. I was seeing a video. A small girl of about 14. She invited her boyfriend, maybe 16, 18-year-old. She said that no one is at home. They had all gone to a marriage, so you can come. So the boy was little perplexed. He was confused. He said that, should I go or not? Because no one is at home. So if anything happens, then I can be in trouble. So maybe he consulted his friend. He said that this is the right time, you should go. If she is inviting, then go. But he said that you take these medicines also. That will increase your sexual power, and you take all these kids, whatever he said. So the boy went. The girl gave him a good treat, made food for him, and then After some time, he started to undress her. In the beginning, she was little reluctant, but this reluctance is all game of the girls. Otherwise, why she had invited him? So then he made love to her 3-4 times, but kept her totally naked, and in a cold season. So after 3-4 times, she was just like becoming, what do you call it, like her body was becoming totally tight, like log, dead log. So he thought something is happening to her, so he made a fire kind of thing. Then she became little better. Then again the same desire. Fuck her more hard. This is the love we have. My pleasure, everything. Why should I be concerned what happens? So fucked her hard even more. Then she fall on the bed, and then he thought something has happened. Maybe what has happened, because it was almost morning time now, so it was becoming even more cold. So he thought something has happened, so he escaped. Then when the family members came, they were banging on the doors. She was not opening. Then they thought something must have happened to her. So they braked the door open. Then they found her almost naked and in a very bad state. So they rushed her to hospital. And then the doctor said, brought dead, she is dead. So this is our love. If you have no sanity, if you have no meditativeness, this is what you will do. Now the whole world is moving towards in such direction that if you have not proper guidance, you can go astray any time. He found a misguide who gave him some medicine, all those things. It may have increased his sexuality 5 times. So he became just like a bull. And the girl was just a small girl, never may have experienced anything like that. She may have experienced maybe 1 or 2 times of sex, but the whole night you are having sex, keeping her naked. But who is to be blamed? The whole world, we are just, sex is becoming the center. That is the center of the whole West. In India, those who are unconscious, for them food is the center. For West, sex is the center. When you make such small thing as the center of your life, you will remain an animal. And you will remain retarded. Sex has to be a small part of your life. But that other person has to be respected. If you are getting some pleasure out of that person, some joy out of that person, some happiness out of that person, then you have to treat the person at least equally. Even our word sambhog, when they asked me on the television channel that Osho is teaching sex, I said that the very word which Osho has used, sambhog, even the word in this sambhog, sam is there. Sam means balance. It's a harmony. Sambhog is not like fuck. The very sound fuck is so violent. It must be something, I don't know Sanskrit, but it must be something like that, where both the participant, both the people are equally participating. No one is dominating anyone. This is the meeting of 2 energy, not of 2 bodies. Where there is give and take, not that someone is dominating the other like a chimpanzee or a gorilla. So this man was saying, now again there is a talk whether small children have mobile or not. But you are trying to cut the leaves. Whether you are having mobile or not, if you are unconscious, if you are not given good lifestyle, then you will be doing all kind of wrong things. You can go on meditating for thousands of years. Now what I wanted to say, because you have less time, you listen to Osho. I found it yesterday, I was reading it. Listen carefully. Now don't move your head too much. At least you should have at least that much control over your body. This is what I wanted to convey. I was reading yesterday. Stop doing everything, just listen. You also listen totally, not half-heartedly. This is my idea of meditation. But first you have to do all that you can do, and then you have to learn non-doing. The doing of the non-doing is the greatest doing, and the effort of effortlessness is the greatest effort. Your meditation that you create, now listen carefully, by chanting a mantra or by sitting quiet and still and forcing yourself, is a very mediocre meditation. This is what I wanted to say always, but now I'm just quoting the big boss. It is created by you and it cannot be bigger than you. It is homemade, and the maker is always bigger than the made. You have made it by sitting, forcing in a yoga posture, chanting Rama, Rama Rama, or anything, blah blah blah, anything. You have forced the mind to become still. It is a forced stillness. It is not that quiet that comes when you are not there. It is not that silence which comes when you are almost non-existential. It is not that beatitude which descends on you like a dove. It is said when Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist in the Jordan River, God descended in him, or the Holy Ghost descended in him like a dove. Yes, that is exactly so. When you are not there, peace descends in you, fluttering like a dove, reaches in your heart and abides there forever. When it abides there forever, then why you have to rush for white robe? You are your undoing. You are the barrier. Meditation is when the meditator is not. When the mind ceases with all its activities, seeing that they are futile, then the unknown penetrates you, overwhelms you. The mind must cease for God to be. Knowledge must cease for knowing to be. You must disappear, you must give way, you must become empty. Then only you can be full. So, if you are cunning and clever, you will never understand these things. You can never disappear. That's why I sometimes I attack so much. I have no vested interest in that. But if you are devoting your life in that direction, either devote totally or just disappear. Forget all about meditation. Again go back to the same world. But you want both the world. You want to be on both the boat at the same time. Then your asshole is bound to be broken from the middle. And you will have a very painful time. If you want truth, be totally authentic. Otherwise, forget it. You will never have it. You can have some time of some forced silence, mediocre meditation. That's why the whole life people are going to camps, they are going to ashram, they are going, because that is, without that drug, their life is complete hell. Otherwise, if you are a pure person, innocent person, it will happen here and now at your very home. You need not go anywhere. Because you are the problem. But we want Even when we want inner truth, we are rushing outside. I'm not saying that if you need it is helping you in some way, but it should not be an addiction. You should be ready to give up any moment. In the beginning, it is definitely helpful because everything is so disharmonious within. Because we are never here now, so we go on missing all the time. Things goes on leaking. Otherwise, if you are here now, even one word of truth may enlighten you. But we are not there is no sense of urgency. We want to just go on doing. Go on doing techniques in a lukewarm way.
Even he is choosing that place against a living master. Because he needs certificate. If I am having certificate from someone, then I am more important. So when you are cheating existence, you think existence will be very
Which
kind to
place?
you. Oh, wherever you are going is all dead place. Where is any living master there? You show the sky. I want to see how is the sky here. Wow. Very. Now this is virginity. This is purity. If your inner sky is like this, then I don't think you need to go anywhere. If you are living such a blessed place. Anywhere you sit, meditation should happen. Why you have to go anywhere? Just sit here, dance with the music, or just sit. So how you liked whatever I spoke now today?
I like everything very much, Swami. Nowadays, your words are my gospel, Swami.
Swamiji, my master has said about me, even you don't know how many qualities are hidden within you. So maybe he is indicating about these things more, that I feel for even those people who have nothing to do with meditation. That even if they are not interested in spirituality, but at least they have all the right to have good life. That's why I talk on politics and all those things. Because if your outside life is not little bit comfortable, you can never move inside. Some individual can still move, but that is not against the rule. He is still proving the rule that only few people can, if they are poor, only few people can go towards spirituality. But when the society is affluent, then if you have any intelligence, then you have nothing left other than to be a master of yourself. Otherwise, you will be lost in the jungle.
Yes, Swami.
Jungle of desires.
Yes.
So enough for today. Today I'm not going to talk. For a while I will rest, and then I will watch TV and other things.
Okay, Swami.
I watch all those things. If I don't watch, how I will know what is happening? When I told you that story, if I had not listened to it, then I could not have told you. I am talking all those things. If there is someone to listen among higher authorities, maybe I can tell few things. How to help children go into right direction. How to help them to see clearly which is the right path. How to do things which will be good for their well-being, not that it will destroy them. So this girl thought that she will have a very nice time with her boyfriend. She will have all the joy and pleasure, and what she got, maybe she may have some pleasure in the beginning, but then very torturous death. Because she had no wisdom. You are seeking pleasure, but it ended in your death. So, for you, this is just a story. For me, one life is lost just because of total ignorance of her ignorance and ignorance of her family. They had to go to marriage. Either they should have taken her with them, or someone should have stayed with her. Because now these things are happening so much. So everyone's children have mobile, so once their parent will not be there, they will call someone. If you have given birth to someone, then either make that person so, the vision of that person so clear that the person can see what is right good for me and what is not good for me. Or be always with the person, as long as the person is not so, as long as the boy or girl is not mature enough. Don't leave the child alone.
Yes, Swami.